Throughout history, gender inequality in professional sports has varied due to many things, especially because of the overall standards a woman is held by in the public eye. Hi, I'm Laila Harris, and my question is, do the expectations put on women in professional sports help them succeed in their personal lives? The standards put on women in professional sports needs to be altered because it affects their life decisions and mental health. This includes decisions on pregnancies, self-image, and overall actions. Most of the time, though, these very standards don't stand in the way of these strong women pushing through. According to a survey that BBC took, 26 women in this sport felt supported by their club to have a baby and return to the sport, while 36% did not. Out of 184 who delayed starting a family, 29% felt supported, while 52% did not. As you can see, the woman that is displayed on the board says that she did not feel supported to start a family, especially financially, due to the fact that she is a full-time athlete and would have to take off a lot of time, which would hurt her family financially. Alicia Montano is a great example of a woman who went through pregnancy in her sport. She is a U.S. track and field athlete, and in 2014, she ran the 800 meter during the U.S. Track and Field Championships while being 8 months pregnant. She finished in 2 minutes and 32.13 seconds. She proved that no matter what, you can still finish and continue your career while being pregnant, and she later did this with her second child while being 5 months pregnant in 2017. The purpose of an athlete's physique is to achieve optimal physical performance. Attractiveness and femininity would be important for athletes to consider if those concepts affected athletic performance, but they don't. However, female athletes face discrimination when they are quote-unquote not cute or not feminine enough, and are considered to be less marketable as a result. Many women in this industry have to deal with being told that they do not look correct every single day. As you can see on the board, these are photos from Howard Schwartz's book, Athlete. They show women of all body types in the sport that they play. According to the source, Women You Should Know, given the usual image of sexualized and objectified women in advertising and mainstream media that we are force-fed, Athlete is a refreshing point of view that makes us realize how unique and beautiful all body types are and can be. Athlete is a great example of a book that helps to refresh the media of the fact that the world is changing and the standard of body types for all women in sports is being altered. When it comes to aggression in sports, society is not used to seeing women become aggressive due to social standards and views. When a woman does become aggressive in a sport, it tends to hit headlines more often and made a bigger deal of. This does need to be taken seriously no matter the gender and should, When someone has a violent transgression and it is later explained away by they just snap, this should catch our attention. The reaction to provocation is understandable, but it's not excusable. When athletes transgress, they need to be consequences to try to deter future behavior. Dr. Abrams makes a valid point, making it clear that no matter the gender, aggression in any sport should be taken seriously. The media needs to learn that just because a woman has shown aggression, they are still human and should be treated just as a man would. The question still remains, how does it help them succeed in their personal lives? Well, we know it affects their mental health, life decisions, actions, audience, judgment, expectations, income, and performance. Serena Williams is a great example of a woman who has gone through all of this. She has pushed through all the expectations and social standards that people have put her on. And it doesn't necessarily help them succeed in their personal lives, but gives them tougher skin to deal with it. The key to this is working hard. All the women in this industry have proven to stick together. They get up no matter the barrier, push through expectations, stay strong through judgment, and they've broken many barriers throughout the timeline. The women in this industry will keep fighting to push through the constant barriers put on them, and soon, instead of being pushed aside, we can work together and become one. Thank you. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, I have two. First one, what evidence did you gather that you didn't use, and then why did you choose not to use it?
I gathered some information on a man's point of view on the situation of expectations put on women. I didn't use it because it was very biased and I didn't feel like it would help my claim or my question.
thank you. Next question. What advice would you have for other researchers who are considering this topic?
The advice I give them is to maybe widen their research, because there are many expectations put on women, but and there are others that they could use, such as races and how these women stick together and work together, such as in a soccer game when a woman took off her hijab fell off and they covered her is a great example of sportsmanship. So I would encourage the person, if they were to do a topic such as this, to widen their research.
You're done.